Awesome. Good evening. Thank you all for the opportunity to read this proclamation dealing with voting. I don't need to tell those watching that we do have an election coming up in November, and it's more than just the presidential race, which is important, but I'd be remiss if I didn't mention all the things that are happening down ballot. Members of Congress, a third of whom are up for reelection, Senate race, and others. And generally speaking, participating in the voting process is important. There are many people who have died trying to vote in the struggle for equality in voting rights. Women have just gotten the right to vote, just in recent history. So it's something that we should not take for granted. With that, I'll read the proclamation. Whereas the right to vote is a cornerstone of what it means to be a free people, it represents the bedrock tenets of equality and civic participation on which our nation was founded, and many have fought to obtain and protect. Now, therefore, the mayor and council of the city of Rockville, Maryland, hereby proclaim September 17th, 2024 as National Voter Registration Day. Encourage everyone to register to vote, review their voter registration, update their information, and be able to exercise their most basic American right, the right to vote. With that, Madam Mayor, I move the proclamation.
Thank you. Do we have a second? Councilmember Shaw has seconded. All those in favor, please raise your hand and say aye. Aye. It is unanimous. And I believe we have members of our esteemed Board of Supervisors of Election who are tremendous volunteers. If you will join us. Please feel free to say a few words.
Thank you. Yeah, I would like this. Well, I'm not going to say no to that. Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you very much for this proclamation and for your recognition of the importance of voter registration. And I also want to thank the mayor and council for their unwavering support of the democratic process in Rockville and its groundbreaking use of vote by mail. I'm sure that you folks know that there are places in this country where officials are trying to erect barriers to try to make it more difficult to vote. But here in Rockville, we have been removing barriers to try to make it easier for people to vote. And the entire Board of Supervisors of Election, two of whom are here with me, takes pride in the fact that voter registration in Rockville increased in the 2023 election, both in terms of absolute numbers and a percentage of the population. That fact is in part due to the hard work and the dedication of my colleagues on the Board of Supervisors of Election, including Steve Weiner and Steve Fisher, who I will mention still needs and deserves reappointment. Plug there for Steve. But to continue that progress, tomorrow we will be at Town Square from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. providing information on voter registration. So if folks need to register or if you need to update your registration information, and in a city that relies on vote by mail, having updated voter registration information is extremely important. So if you need to do that, come by. If you just want to chat about elections or voter registration, come by. We're happy to talk about that. It's all really easy to do, and I hope that we see folks tomorrow. So thank you guys very much.
Thank you.